Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Boomergrounds podcast. It is just the boys this week, and we got lots of things to talk about. The new patch is out for Hearthstone. XQC talks about his big payday from Call of Duty, but let's just catch up on things. Howard Moon, what has been going on with you this week?
Uh, Not a whole hell of a lot. Watched one of the quietest Super Bowls of all time with you this weekend.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fun.
Eugenics came out today. I spent about an hour playing Eugenics. A little bit of a higher price point than I would have expected for that game, but I played that. And we've reached a crucial part in Star Rupture. So I'm in a bad spot right now. I think I mentioned this last week. I had Eugenics today. I've got another survival game that comes out later this week that I'm really interested in. I think it's called Astrotopia. And then next week is Star Trek Voyager Into the Unknown. I'm like, there's just too much to play right now. So I've reached that kind of point where, and listen, developers, you got to start sending me copies of shit. I can't be dropping $75 a week on Steam games to keep you guys happy. So you got to send me a free copy here and there.
I mean, sounds like we just need to get some sponsorships going.
Yeah,
over here.
Yeah, get some sponsorships. So a lot of gaming. We're finally going to get above freezing tomorrow here in Connecticut, so that'll be nice. So that's about it. What about you?
Not too much. Let's see. My wife's been sick all week, and she's been
Oh,
super needy. But it's allowed me to stream even more than normal, which is a lot. Given I stream probably 8 to 10 hours a day normally, I've been streaming a ton more. Tessa
mm-hmm.
started her swim lessons again yesterday, which means my stream schedule is going to be, uh, cut down a little bit more, so they can't stream through her swim lessons because someone's got to take her there. But
Is it local this time?
yeah, it's not that bad. It's like a 15 to 20 minute drive. It's not like
I
the
remember at one
hour
point.
long it was
Yeah,
during the summer. We're a little more selective because my wife still has to work. So now she has to cook dinner Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday because her swim lessons are on Monday and Wednesday. And I have to take her. So she has to cook while we're doing it. She's like, God damn it. I have to cook 3 days in a row. I'm like, got the podcast on Tuesday, and that's what happens when you have like a 6 o'clock bedtime. So, some of
right.
us gotta take the kid to swim lessons while like doing that. Chinese New Year coming up next week, so that's coming
Nice.
up soon. Oh, and yeah, did you see that thing I sent you about Draco Malfoy becoming the face of Chinese New Year this year, which I thought was pretty
I
funny.
saw that. I saw it come in. I haven't watched it yet,
Yeah,
but all right, I'll have to watch that at some point tonight because that's. I just saw the clip. I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to watch this, and I just got crazy busy today.
yeah. So supposedly the Chinese pronunciation of his name is sounds like dragon and sounds like fortune. So he's been on like all the red envelopes and like the little Chinese words and stuff you put up for the Chinese New Year. And it's all the rage across China and Taiwan that they have these images of young Draco Malfoy on their on their Chinese for the Chinese New Year this year, which I thought was pretty funny.
Makes
Uh,
sense.
yeah, it makes sense, but yeah, it's just weird. Like you look over and it's like, why is Draco Malfoy there for Chinese New Year?
That's awesome. That is awesome.
So let's talk about a few things that came about this week. We'll get to the big one, the Hearthstone patch and stuff at the end.
Okay.
Discord announced that they're doing age restrictions so everyone's going to be essentially certified as a teenager until the age verifies. This is coming in March. They announced this today. You either got to scan ID or you need to do a facial recognition or something to prove you're not a teenager. I mean, I think
Mhm.
it's a good step. Like, they don't want kids accessing, age restricted stuff on their servers or people's servers without actually being of age. I mean, I'm glad that they're starting to do something like this. I know Roblox, I think, recently did this as well. So, I mean, this has to be a pretty good step in the right direction. And that's not just a free for all like it has been. You just got to click, yes, I'm over 18.
Hmm. I mean, I agree. I mean, I'm sure Canada has its own restrictions, but here in the States, tobacco, alcohol, adult content, R-rated movies, all these things you have to show proof of age before you can access. So if we're worried about children accessing things on Discord that may be harmful to them, why wouldn't we have a reason or a way to verify age first? So It's going to be inconvenient. I'll give them this. At least they gave us like a heads up. It's not like they were like coming Tuesday. You've got 7 days to get ready to figure out if you want to stay on Discord or be branded a teenager. At least they kind of gave us some notice on this so that we can, people can make their decision. I mean, there are people I know who won't verify their ID for chat on Twitch. And I don't even think that doesn't require like a physical ID, but they won't even like, no, I'm not giving you a phone number to prove that I have that kind of thing. So that's fine. That's your choice. But I think that it's a common sense move. It's going to be inconvenient for some, but it's a good idea, I think.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, you mentioned that alcohol age restriction. Did you see that there's a kick streamer got arrested live on stream for using a fake ID in a bar? Supposedly it was really bad. I think his name was clavicular or something. So his friend was live streaming them at a bar or something, and he's underage. He used like a really bad ID, and then he got arrested live on stream. Oh,
it wasn't his. It wasn't his stream though. It was his friend streaming.
Yeah, or it may have been streaming. He may have been recording for his stream or something. I didn't really look into the details. I saw the headline. I wasn't going to bring it up because we just been talking about so much negative shit about streaming in general. But he brought up age, alcohol and stuff, and so I was like, oh well, this ties in pretty quickly to that point.
I mean, the bottom line is we've had so many streamers breaking the law stories in the last like 2 months that I feel like we need like an entire segment called "Streamers Gone Wild" at this point. Yeah. So, I understand why we don't want to necessarily go there, but it's just like, oh my god, guys, come on, don't do stupid shit. Recording. I've told the story before about the person who stole from our business and then put it up on TikTok. Don't record crime that you're committing. You're literally handing the police evidence. They're gonna use it. You're gonna get in trouble. Stop it. Just stop. So,
yeah, I mean, it's pretty funny that he got busted for a fake ID, which is something like I think it's pretty common. Like kids use fake ID and normally just get like thrown out by the bouncer or whatever. But yeah, he's get some felony charge about using it or something. So it's pretty funny. So Twitch introduced a new thing that now when you pause streams, you're gonna get ads instead of just ads normally or something. So they're gonna start airing ads whenever you pause a stream. I think it's supposed to cut into the amount of ads you normally would get. It's an interesting thing. People are complaining about it, obviously, because it's the internet and people complain about everything.
True.
I mean, it's kind of less intrusive that if you go pause the stream to get your ads out of the way. But I think people are just like, sometimes they just want to pause because they need to do something else and they still hear all these ads playing and all that sort of stuff. I mean, at least they're trying to think of new ways to be a little less intrusive with ads. I don't necessarily know if this is the right answer, but it's definitely at least something that's at least interesting and worth trying out. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But at least, trying it out seems good.
I think anything you can do to kind of try and make it easier for creators is a good thing. I don't know that this will be effective. I mean, I can only speak for myself. If I'm at home and I'm working from home and I'm doing work and all of a sudden, we have that digital phone system. So my headphones will ring. I'll be sitting here and I just have a website open and if somebody calls my office, it goes through to me. If I hear that and I'm watching Terry Zhang, I mute. I don't pause because I don't want to fall behind. I just mute the stream, take the phone call, step away for 2 minutes. I don't know how many people prefer that route versus the pause. From what I understand, most people don't pause, but if that's what you want to do, then go for it. I think pausing the live stream, my camera's all screwed up. Give me 1 second here. I think pausing the live stream is a little bit different than like watching a video just because of the chat interaction.
Yeah.
If I pause Terry for 5 minutes to take a phone call and come back, what I'm watching happened 5 minutes ago at least, and that's if I'm not buffering it all or there's not a delay, then, I'm interacting with the chat from 5 minutes ago, it's not going to make any sense. So I think, and I don't know. I think it's great to try new things. I just don't know if this is the best way to go about doing it, though. I mean, but we got to be honest. There's got to be something better than just random ad placement where, the best thing a streamer can do is delay it for 5 minutes. I mean, I'm on scheduled ads because it's easier for me to manage. But even still, I get to skip 3 ads per like 4 or 5 hour block of streaming. It takes forever for my skips to come through.
You're breaking up.
It's just a pain in the neck.
All right.
Am I? How am I now? Still bad?
Yeah, you seem to stabilize now. Yeah, you seem to stabilize now. No, it's fine now.
Okay, it might have been me moving around.
It was breaking up for a second.
Okay, it might have been me moving around. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, there's got to be a better way for us to do the.
Up, so.
Oh, okay. It must be my internet. I said. Anyway, there's got to be a better way for us to do ad revenue, but I'm not sure this is really gonna move the needle. I think a lot of people just don't even use the pause.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that there's things that are less intrusive. Like they have to get ads in anyways because that's how they're gonna make money. I kind of liked when they had it so that the ad would display below and the video would still play, or like in like the sound making music, it would still like kind of follow along. I saw that for a while, although I don't see that as much anymore. Also, I have Turbo, so I don't see any ads in general. But
Same.
Like, I think that was a lot less intrusive, and if people actually pause and they could just take their ad time when they are paused, or they can just go run and do something else. I think it's fine. Like I don't know, people are complaining about it, but it's some another alternative that we'll see if it works, right? Like
yeah,
ads have to be run. Like you got to pay for this service one way or the other. Right? We can't have streamers paying to stream on Twitch because the internet trolls will come out and attack us like they did Bowers on the shorts.
They came after Bowers last week when Bowers suggested maybe $5 a month as some sort of like access point, and people came after her like crazy.
Yeah, they came after her. At least, if you're going to be a troll on the internet, at least make it funny. Don't just make it toxic. Like, what's the point of having just toxic remarks?
Yeah,
if you're gonna troll, be funny about it. Make jokes about it. So so it's worth interacting with. Like, if someone made a joke about it, maybe I can make a joke back, and we can interact. But like, if you're just gonna call them like, I don't know what someone called her a no neck, no spine person.
Yeah,
and the person that did it had less of a neck than Bowers did. Let's just say that.
I love when people come after Bowers for her appearance because she works out and takes care of herself better than anybody else on this podcast. Yeah. I mean, so you go ahead and you call her tell that muscle bitch to shut up. Thank you. I would be thank you. Yes, I work hard on this body, so thank you. It blows my mind. The one person you can come after me for being overweight. You can make fun of anybody's presentation you want. You come after Bowers, like, why bother? Why?
It was pretty funny. It was funny because like I get notifications on my computer for every time someone comments, and like I was streaming the next day and they just kept pouring in, and I just kept laughing about them because they were just like so over the top, and I was just like, oh my god, these are funny. Like I could see how people could be easily offended by these sort of things, but like I'm not the kind that would let the trolls affect me at all. But
if you're going to do this kind of a podcast, you got to grow a skin. You absolutely. And when you have 4 people who have been streaming as long as the 4 of us have, we've already been trolled in live streams enough times. It just, you get used to it and you don't take it personally anymore. So if you're looking to get a rise out of any of us, you're wasted your time.
Yeah. I mean, I interacted with a few of them, but I was like, I really wanted to go hard on some of them, but I was like, it's not gonna go anywhere. It's just gonna.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah, exactly. XQC was talking to Dextero on a YouTube series called 20 Questions, and he said that he made a flat $1 million for streaming Call of Duty Warzone for 12 hours, the biggest payday of his career. Which is pretty goddamn impressive that he could get such a big bag for 12 hours of live streaming a game. I'm happy to grab like $20 for an hour of streaming. So 100. What was this work out to? Like 87K an hour.
I didn't even do the
Pretty
math, but a
impressive.
lot,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah. I'll try to do the math. 112. Yeah, 87. I think is about what it is.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, good for him that he was able to make so much, right? Like this is a pretty impressive bag that he got from them that to play the game for 12 hours.
And it was funny reading the piece you sent me from Dextero on this because apparently he was one of the creators that just had not responded to like a big marketing campaign, and they got to the end of the season and they were like, "Hey, listen, we just want to be done with this. We can offer you $1 million for 12 hours at this point because we want to get a big name to close this out." And he was like, "All right, but can I just knock it all off at once?"
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, what, 6 days, 2 hours a day? That would work." No, let me just go 12 hours. And at that point, Activision was like, sure, just take our money, promote our product. It's kind of funny to hear. But he's the name out there. And still, I also read in the article that he at one point thought his career was over after he got kicked out of the Overwatch League. I still have never heard what he got kicked out of Overwatch League for. I know that he's got a reputation as being a jerk, but I have the faintest clue why he got kicked out of Overwatch League. So,
I mean, at this point, he's just stupendously rich. Like,
right.
probably the richest streamer that there is because he made a ton off Bitcoin. I
Mm-hmm.
remember Kai Sanat was like, "Let's go bag for bag on his Mafiathon or something." XQC. He's like, "You don't want to go bag for bag with me," because like I heard like some other people were talking about how they were like on like private jet with him once, and they would just like show his crypto balance, and they watched it roll over to like 9 digits or something. So it's just like, yeah, no one's gonna go bag for bag. He does not give a
No.
fuck about the money anymore because he just got all this crypto money. But I thought it was a pretty funny story that the one Kai Cenat's like, let's go bag. He's like, I could buy over you, your whole family, and every single person you know.
Wow. Yeah, it's not going to work out for you there, Kai.
Yeah. I mean,
But
he
yeah, I
doesn't.
mean, it's. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say he doesn't know that that XQC has all his crypto money though. He's probably just thinking of only the streaming portion of it.
Well, yeah, just goes to show you, unless you know a person, you don't really know a person. So be careful
Yeah.
what you say and do.
All right, let's get to the big part of this week. Hearthstone
Oh,
patch and
oh.
Hearthstone Spotlight. Hearthstone came out. They had their big spotlight for Blizzard 30th anniversary. Came out this week. A nice 30-minute long video. I guess 20 minutes, something like that. 20-30 minute long video. Lots of very nice cutscenes. Let's start there. The
Oh yeah.
cutscenes on it, beautiful, beautiful. You get to hear about the return of Deathwing and all this other stuff. Deathwing's a hero now. But the a thing you didn't get to hear of was anything regarding Battlegrounds at
Nothing.
all. Zero. A little disappointing on that, and I understand. Standard is where they make all their money. Standard is where what pays the bills. So they're gonna drive the new standard set because that's where the money comes from. Standard also builds all the storylines. There's no storylines at all for Battlegrounds. I don't think there's any, at least to my knowledge. But like, there's nothing storyline about Battlegrounds. Uh but they also put out a Battlegrounds patch without even mentioning it in the spotlight. It's the typical mid-season patch that occurs. Um, yeah, absolutely no mention of that. The patch brought back anomalies and made a bunch of minion changes. It brought some new time warp minions in. It took some minions out. The usual big mid-season patch,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it sucks for Battlegrounds wise. Everyone seems super excited, standard wise at least. But let's hear some of your thoughts first before I go on a rant because I know Howard's ready to rant on this subject.
Oh, I ranted for a full half an hour yesterday. First off, Howard Moon does not have rants. Howard Moon has nuanced opinions that he shares on the topics of the day, as I corrected people in our chat earlier today. Um, there's two things here. There's two things, and so I'll take them. I'll take them in order because I want to hear your thoughts on each as well. Let's start with the video. Let's start with the spotlight. It was a spectacular celebration of bringing the Cataclysm to Hearthstone. Um, for those who did not play World of Warcraft, the Cataclysm literally turned Azeroth upside down. Deathwing comes bursting out the middle of the planet, causes all this devastation. Areas that were deserts are now flooded. Places that the Barrens used to be like all desert, now it's got green, lush oasis kind of spots or bigger oasis spots. It basically changed the entire game. So it was a massive moment in World of Warcraft. So I understand the idea of wanting to make it a massive moment in Hearthstone. I completely understand that. You put together this, like I said, I think it was 27 minutes was the official runtime. I could be wrong on that. Don't kill me in the comments if I'm off by 5 or 10 minutes there. But it felt like a long time. But not even the word Battlegrounds. I went on to 2 different AI chatbots. I did ChatGPT and I did Microsoft Copilot. And I said, summarize this video and sent the YouTube video to it. And it gave me a nice rundown on the set and the expansion, all this fun stuff. And then I said, is there any mention of the game Battlegrounds in either of these in this video? And both of them said, we could not detect the word Battlegrounds anywhere in your video. And I'm like, that is so bad. So bad. No teaser of anything coming. No mention of the patch. Is like you said. You know how I found out the patch dropped? Terry told me. True. A half an hour after the video's over, I'm sitting here complaining about it in my stream, and Terry's like, patch hit. I'm like, what are you talking about, patch hit? What patch? So this was an absolute epic fail by Blizz. And I you know what? I want to be honest with everybody. I blame myself. Because every time Blizzard says, I've got something good to share with you, I get excited. No matter how many times they have let me down in the past, the dozens of times they're like, a big announcement coming, and the big announcement is a new loot box pet. No matter how many times shit like this has happened, I fall for it. Because I say to myself, they can't be this bad at what they do consistently. They've got to figure it out. And once again, they fucked it up. They took a great opportunity, and you don't have to dedicate a lot of time to Battlegrounds. You could but you dropped the mid-season patch. It's literally there for you walking up to your door. Halfway through this video, just go, and Battleground players can get excited too. While most of this video is about our exciting new Cataclysm release, the big mid-season patch will be hitting shortly after this video. 4 seconds would have been even better that we got absolutely shit on. And I'm just like, fuck this. I watched the thing live. I watched the lead up to it. I had YouTube. I live streamed the YouTube announcement. And in the YouTube chat, people were begging for Battlegrounds news. I saw 3 things. We're getting a set announcement, which of course, which was pretty much a given. We're getting a big Battlegrounds announcement, or we're getting a new mode. Those were the 3 things everybody thought was going to happen. And the only thing that happened was you're getting a new set of standard cards. And you're right. The finances drive it. But there is a huge Battlegrounds community that comes out every season. Which, by the way, same amount of time you release sets for expansions. You release 3 or 4 of those a year. You send 3 or 4 seasons a year. We're still shelling out $20 for your damn season pass. It's not the $100 that most people are spending on cards, but we're still shelling out $20. We're still streaming your game. We're still going out there and promoting your company, and you can't even acknowledge we exist? Fuck Blizzard. They so dropped the ball on this. Their entire 35th anniversary thing has been a gigantic nothing burger, and this video was a slap in the face to anybody who loves Battlegrounds.
Yeah, okay. I definitely agree that something should have been done. Maybe they should have had dropped the patch like 2 days later, drop it on the Thursday, and just have like an announcement, like a short announcement, like the day after or something.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine that the announcement video was standard. For me, it's fine that the announcement video was standard. because standard is where all the story is going to come from, all the lore, everything for that they want to tie into WoW and everything is going to come from standard because there's
Mm-hmm.
no story in Battlegrounds.
Right.
If they drop just like the next day, they're like, okay, we're gonna announce the mid-season patch is coming on Thursday. We're gonna do like, so we're just gonna have like like some lead-up event with Shady or a video with Shady coming out the next day. That would have been fine, but yeah, like not mentioning it at all was definitely a slap in the face. Like it, they should have done something at least to give us some sort of nod, right?
Yes. Acknowledge we exist. I feel like a prisoner in the show Oz. I just don't exist. I'm locked away from the world. The guy from Ghostbusters is my warden, and they just don't care that I exist. That's how I
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder what the concurrent user base is of each separate mode. That'd be an interesting statistic to see. I don't know if there's an easy way to figure it out, but you can definitely see the numbers are diminishing for battlegrounds in general because I don't think you. I think the top 1,000 on the leaderboard page finally got populated for North America, like within the last few weeks, which is way longer than it's been for other seasons. Like normally
What's the
it gets populated in like a couple weeks or whatever.
what's that? Is it 8K min?
Yeah, 8K minimum to get on the
Yeah,
leaderboard.
it's
It usually gets populated within like 3 weeks or 2 or 3 weeks. And it's been what like 2 months or something. So
yeah.
it shows that the player base is dropping significantly. Although in China it is still going strong, and China has all this cool new stuff in it, but we don't get any of that. I wish we got access to some of the cool stuff that is in the China game, the China version of Hearthstone,
You're
right? Like,
starving your game, Blizzard. You are
yeah,
starving your Battlegrounds players, and they are going to start leaving more and more. Battlegrounds was what I started streaming with, but I'll tell you right now, we haven't even gotten to my thoughts on the patch yet. We'll do that in a second. But I'm not streaming. I'm not streaming this game anymore. If this is how they're going to do it, there's other games out there for me to try, and
yeah,
my audience is okay with that. So why on earth am I going to put effort into something when you don't even consider us? We're not even a cash cow to you. You don't even care that the guys who come onto our stream do that. And it really bothered me too. You asked Alkali to come on last week when we had that big promotion. She was like, "Oh, it's the worst possible time because we're right in the middle of this big promotional season." What big promotional season? You showed me pictures of Deathwing for 20 minutes and told me an expansion's coming.
oh, they have released a bunch of cards today, and I think we see
They
some more
did.
tomorrow. So I think the
They did.
promotional season, they weren't allowed to announce anything until yesterday, I believe.
Right.
And she could have come on last week when we were on the front page because PR and all that sort of stuff. Would have
Gotta
been
get
nice to
clear
have
for
her
that
on.
stuff. I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah. It's a big corporation, so getting that stuff has to get approved by PR and
Yeah.
blah blah blah,
There's sign
legal,
offs.
blah blah blah. You know,
And now that I've gone off on them and told them they can go F themselves 3 or 4 times, there's a 0% chance they'll ever put her on while I'm here. Uh,
don't worry, I don't think any of them watch it anyways.
yeah.
Have you seen our viewership numbers? They're not high enough for anyone of the Blizzard team to actually be watching. Like there's probably more
And to
people
be
on the
clear,
stream.
I don't blame Alkali. I blame Blizzard, but Blizzard, this was a big opportunity and they just fucked it up.
I mean, it's only a mid-season patch to be fair. Like it's not like the start of season. The start of season is where they get really the hype is supposed to be drawn to, and it's only mid-season. So I'll
Okay.
give them until the next season, which is supposed to be like April something.
Can't come
Right?
fast enough.
Yeah, it's not till April 16th or something like that. I remember looking on the Battle.net store, but mid-April sometime, the next season comes out. Then hopefully big announcement, big PR stuff, new cool things to play with. Yeah, but let's get into the patch a little. Anomalies dropped as with the time warp cards. No one's happy. Like
No. Well, Oboe is.
Obo is okay with it. Miss Bauer said, "Fuck you, Blizzard, for ruining our birthday."
It
If I'm
ruined
not
your
too lazy,
birthday.
I'll include a clip of it here, but I probably will be too lazy to do that. I've been playing it for the last 2 days. I haven't been having very much fun. It's like the games are a little bit different, but I don't know why this patch either just like it's not clicking with me or something else. Like I've lost 1,000 MMR in the last day and since this patch dropped, so like in a day and a half, and it just doesn't feel fun. Like I don't know, so it's probably just not clicking yet or something. But yeah, I've never been a big proponent of anomalies in general, so not super happy about this being the mid-season update. I was hoping it'd be at least something a little different. What are
Yeah.
your thoughts, Howard?
Well, yeah, obviously we just covered the rollout of it.
Yeah.
I feel like they botched the rollout of it. Um, this system is broken from the get go. I was playing in my bed this morning because frequently, if I can't sleep past like 5 a.m., I'll just grab my phone and play a game or two or Battlegrounds before it's time for me to get up for work. I played a game today. We're on turn 12. I thought I was in pretty good shape. I was down to 14 health, but I'm like, all right, my lineup is pretty good. And then I go rolled up against a guy who had a Fellbore with over 3,000 health on turn 12. How is that even possible? How does that even happen? And there it was, and I literally crushed his entire lineup except his Fellbore, and his Fellbore just one at a time took all of my guys out and still had like 1,200 life left when it was all said and done. Like I barely got him half down. I'm like, how do you get turn 12 should not be the point where your board is completely unbeatable at that moment. I mean, there's you could have had a Leroy. Yeah, I could have had a Leroy. I didn't have a Leroy. You know why? Because no one needs a fucking Leroy on turn 12. You save it for end game or when you know who you're going up against. You don't expect a Fellbore the size of Manhattan waiting for you on turn 12. And so I got absolutely destroyed and crushed. I was like, this is not enjoyable. And I spent the rest of my morning, all I could think about when I was thinking about gaming and stuff this morning was, how the hell did you get past 3,000 hit points on turn 12? What is this board? So yeah, it's not enjoyable. It feels very broken. It feels very high roll or die roll, which is I hate above all things. High rolling is a thing, but high rolling still requires some skill. You have to find the things, but you have to use the things in the right order. You have to be able to find the pieces when you need them. You have to prepare your board if you want to go in a certain direction. Get it. This doesn't feel like that. This feels like there's 3 or 4 cards you need to go and get and just chunk up. Like Fellbore is one of them. Like the stuff that eats stuff from the lobby, boards that eat are going to be huge. Fellboard, that the elemental demon guy, demons that eat boards. It's going to be really huge, and I just don't like that singular feeling like there's no other way. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say anomalies are trash. Anomalies are it's a trash mechanic, it's a shame because the time warped minions, that mechanic I felt really worked this season. I was very happy with that. We all know how much I hate buddies. I'm not a fan of anomalies. So I liked the time warp. I thought that flowed, of all the mechanics they've tried to introduce, I thought that one flowed the best. But I looked at this, and the more I read the patch notes, and I'm like, they took out, my first thought was they're trying to fight power creep. And then I started seeing the games, like, no, they're not fighting power creep at all because these anomalies are insanely strong in the right situations. So I'm miserable. I am probably, it's just gonna be one of those things where tomorrow morning I wake up at 5 a.m. and I've got an hour to kill before the alarm goes off. I'm gonna pick up my phone. I'm gonna open one game of Hearthstone. I'm gonna be dead 15 minutes in, and I'm gonna close the app and not touch it again for the rest of the day because it's just not fun. It's like you said, it's not enjoyable, and I don't feel motivated to figure it out when figuring out means I only lose to the Fellbore with 3,000 health, get him down to under 1,000 health on there. So your thoughts? You probably have a much more nuanced, less rage-filled take than I do.
No, my take is probably pretty much up the same alley. I definitely don't enjoy anomalies. They're an interesting concept. if they were a little more balanced.
Yes.
Maybe they're initially just poorly balanced. Some of the anomalies still aren't fun. Like I got 11th hour again. I'm just like, this is like the worst anomaly. Why would they ever make this anomaly? 11th hour is the one where if you die, you don't die
Come
and you
back.
come back with 11 extra gold. I'm just like, I got this
Yep.
one. I'm like, this game is just going to be enormously long. It's just not
Yep.
fun. Um, I don't know what mechanic they could have brought back with time warp already in. They can't bring back trinkets because trinkets would
Mm-hmm.
be on the same turn as time warp,
Right.
right? So like, I guess they could have brought back buddies technically. I don't know how great that would have interacted with the time warps. Like it
Mm-hmm.
feels like it would be like kind of conflicted because they tend to lead to very different directions. So that would have just left them with Dark Moon prizes. I had a Dark Moon prize. Like, there's a Dark Moon prize anomaly, and it didn't actually feel too bad. The game went very long though. Um, I think, like I personally hated Dark Moon prize. I think they were like the worst mechanic they ever introduced. But I
Okay.
think if they brought back Dark Moon prizes instead of anomalies, it probably would have been better. I think people are still burned out on anomalies from the last time they brought back anomalies, and
Yes.
that no one really enjoyed them. So bringing back something different would have been good, but there wasn't a lot of options if they're just going to bring back an old mechanic for them to put in for a mid-season shakeup. The only
Mm-hmm.
option I think would have been on Dark Moon prizes, and they changed up a bunch of the Dark Moon prizes. I didn't really get to play all of the new changes. Some of them seemed okay. I didn't really look at the change list. I was just like, okay, well, I'll just see what gets offered because you can't really control what you get anyways, right? So I didn't
Right.
really look at the list, but yeah, it's not that fun. Like I've seen the high rolling that you've seen as well, probably at a much higher rate because I'm playing higher amount of lobbies.
Yeah.
The new interaction with Beatles and Rylick with the new beast that does damage twice to your beetles or whatever, or to your beasts or elementals, is a pretty good interaction to scale up the tier 6 guy.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that a lot.
Uh-oh. He needs to drink something.
Yeah, I know.
He
I'll
needs
drink
to drink
after this
something.
after this discussion.
Are you thinking
But
are you thinking of the demon beast? The battle cry that gives demons
yeah,
a beast +1/+2 and deals 1
yeah,
damage to them twice?
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good with the tier 6. I've
Yep.
seen that a lot. So they use that to scale up their beetles. I've seen beetles get really, really large really fast. Like
Mm-hmm.
turn 10, the beetles were at like 250 or something. So they get scaled really fast if they get that the tier 6 early. um Pirates still don't seem very good. Um
The changes to pirates were confusing to me. Like it's almost like they tried to slow them down. They made like anything that was like pay 9 gold became pay 10, or when you buy yeah, like gunpowder courier used to be spend 5 gold get +2 attack for your pirates. Now it's 6 gold. You
yeah.
slowed it? Why, Fleet Admiral Tethys used to be spend 9 gold get a random pirate. Now it's spend 10. You took probably the least winning tribe in and of itself in this particular season, and you slowed them down a notch.
Well, they added the new tier 6 pirate elemental that gives your pirate and elemental buffs +1/+1,
Mm-hmm.
which is part of the reason. So like if you have that guy with the gunpowder courier, it gives 3/1 instead of 2/0, which makes a pretty big difference. Um, they also changed the tier 5 power, whose name I can't remember, the one that to tier 6. That whenever you sell a minion or whenever you're getting gold, it used to give other pirates +1/+1, and now it gives all pirates +1/+1. And that
Mm-hmm.
combined with the new guy gives like can give stats. And
Oh, the
also like
Corsair, Cannon Corsair.
yeah, you
Yeah.
know, and the undead one from tier 4. Like it's
Yep.
that the tier 6, the new tier 6 pirate thing is okay. I don't think it does anything for elementals. Like it's very small change.
Yeah.
It's definitely more of a pirate card. Pirates still suck. I mean, you still try to do a million things and then you just lose to bills that just sit there and do nothing while they scale and you can't keep up. Um,
So what's
Quillbore's got
good?
what's
So what's
good. I
good
mean,
then?
Beetles seem okay. Like just the interaction with the tier 6, the old tier 6 Beetle. I can't remember. Like I'm so bad at remembering names. The tier 6 Beetle.
Oh, the
Because
moth.
yeah, the moth. Uh, Quillboars do not seem as good from what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Like Felbor is still good just because there's lots of things that buff show up and eating, but they removed the tier 6 guy that route a tier 6 rally Quillbor that gave 3 blood gems whenever a rally attacked. That guy got
Yep.
removed.
Yep.
They put back in the one that gives double stats when gems are played in combat, which is kind of dog shit. They brought back three little boars, which is also kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Uh, Here, let me actually pull up. Let me just pull up the patch notes so I don't brutalize names anymore.
I have them open, but even still, and that's the thing too. So while Terry's doing that, when you Hearthstone, listen to me. Even if you dismiss 90% of what I say, for the love of all that is holy, you have to stop listing things by names only. When you guys make changes, you almost always put up a picture of the change. I'm looking at it right now. Minions returning with changes, unleashed mana surge, blah, 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 blah. And there's a picture of the card. But right above that is returning minions, buzzing vermin, forest rover, turquoise skitterer. We don't go by the names. If you haven't figured it out, we give shit our own names already. We've done this forever.
Yeah.
I don't know what a weary mage is. I don't know what weary mage is. Show me a picture and I'll be able to tell you what it is.
I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I pull up patch notes, I use Lee's site because he puts photos of everything.
Because he puts photos.
Yeah. Photo Bomber is actually pretty interesting too. It's like the only good mech card. Mechs kind of got wrecked a little.
Mex got wrecked.
Deflecto got removed. You're still very dependent on getting the time warp cards for mechs to be good. But Photo Bomber is very good. It's the new bomb. Essentially, it starts at 2 damage and improves every time you cast a tavern spell, and it just like death rattle bombs the highest health minion. So I've gotten this thing up to like 300 or more. And supposedly you can, if you have Macaw, you could just like bomb people's whole boards before they even get to play. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. Nagas are interesting. The new tier 5 Naga is very good. If you triple into it early, it's a 4/4 spellcraft. Give your minions +2/+1 for every P for each keyword. It's a very good tempo minion to get you to 6.
Yeah.
Groundbreaker is back. It's okay. What else is interesting that got put back in? Murlocs. I mean, Murlocs still have scam stuff. They're not as good as they were before, but
they are not as good as they were.
Yeah, but they're interesting. I played a little bit of Menagerie. It's meh.
Is Menagerie playable?
I mean, it hasn't been playable for a long time.
That's why I'm asking. It hasn't been viable in a long time. Is it more viable now, or is it just kind of a lateral move?
Depends on the time warps you get. Like the time warp Nala is really good. The time warp pirate dragon guy, I can't remember what it's called, is pretty good. I've done pretty well with those two. Because they're not all like the time warp Nala being any spell means you can do like spellcrafts, you can cycle spellcrafts and blood gems as well to really buff your board. The new hero is very good.
Oh, Morchi?
Yeah, essentially the minor version of Galakrond. It is probably much better than Galakrond.
Murazond.
Murazond, yeah. The changes to low the living legend are absolutely terrible.
I
This
haven't pulled
hero,
him yet. I was
it,
curious. Okay, tell me about this.
it is horrendous. I have no idea what they thought of when they made this hero because it is very, very bad. Like, if you compare this to like Arana, okay, so it's very similar in the initial cost. 15 friendly minions attack. This one you get one triple reward. Arana you get a free minion every single turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then you have to repeat this to get another triple reward. It is so slow, and it you probably get like if you play a long game, you'll get like five, but you don't get your first one till like turn 6 or 7. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just so slow. It's like having no hero power. I think it's absolutely atrocious.
I think they kind of wanted to go like the Guff route on this. Like, Guff is what, buy 20 levels worth of minions
Yeah,
and get your triple reward. But 20 stars or 20 levels worth of minions, particularly if you're playing a high eco hand, is way faster than 15 friendly minions attacking.
yeah.
Way faster. I've seen you trip Guff and that was a long time ago. I think I was watching you trip Guff twice in the same turn.
Oh
I've
yeah, I
seen
can
it
easily
happen
do it.
on
Yeah,
some of the you get those gambler rotational you got pirates out there and you start your turn with 30 gold. You have a chance to pull two a turn. This thing you're pulling, like I said, 5 times, 3 times a game, and that means
it,
you got to get to at least turn 15ish. That's insanely slow. But I was curious
yeah,
because I thought, maybe I'm just misreading this. Maybe it's not as slow as I think it's going to be, but it does. It just sounds like it's really slow.
it is. It is very, very slow, and yeah, it just kind of sucks. Uh, let's see if anything else got interesting. Yeah, like elementals don't seem that good now. They seem kind of slow. I haven't seen anyone produce like massive, massive. God, what's the name of the tier 6 guy? Oh, the one that every 5 rolls you get the right mouse minion. Um,
Oh, yeah.
so
The Tempest, I think it's called. So the Tempest. I could be wrong on that.
yeah,
Again, we
I
don't
don't,
go by names. We work on pictures, people. We
yeah,
work with
I
pictures.
this is what happens when we have old people playing this game. Okay, we don't remember names. I'm lucky if I remember my wife's name, let alone the name of a Hearthstone card. But yeah, I haven't seen like those get out of control yet. This meta, I
I
think just
haven't
because
seen
the
a
meta's
good one.
much faster. Like I've
So
had games
fast.
finish on 12 or 13 quite often because of the time warps. Yeah, I tried out the new time warp traveler. It's like avenge 5, get a random one cost minion from a minor time warp. It's
Okay.
terrible. I tried it multiple times. It's
Oh,
really bad. I thought it might be really good. I tried it. If you don't activate it the first turn you get it, it just gets perpetually worse because a lot of them have like no impact. Yeah, I thought it might be good, but the Time War Chimera was one of the new ones. It is
mm-hmm.
actually really good. I think it's 1/8. Whenever it takes damage, give a friendly minion of each type +1/+1 permanently. I mean, this used to be a regular minion that was a 4/5, but was limited to triggering 3 times. And this one you could trigger as many times as possible. And this one is really good. I've had play this card a lot. I think it's really, really good. Anything else that seems good? I don't know. Time Warp Trumpeter seemed good, but that's one of the new ones. But yeah, I don't remember anything else that seemed really, really good. Yeah, there's a new Murloc Time Warp Astro Gill. It says like while this is in your hand after a friendly Murloc gains stats, it gains +1/+1. It seemed like I thought it was good. They removed a lot of the hand buffing stuff, like Bakirko got
Mm-hmm.
removed, the Springer and the Canopy Swinger all got removed.
Yep.
There's not very much AoE Murloc buff cards, so this thing was a piece of junk.
Yeah.
Like I first saw it, I'm like, yes, this card's gonna be really good because like you have all these Murloc board buffers, and they all got removed. So I was like 4 turns later, it's only like 25/25 in my hand. I'm like, oh, this is very sad. I'm very sad I took this card now. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Um, I will say that one of the anomalies that absolutely has to freaking go is the one that puts the time warp cards into your your tavern? I'm looking for the name of it right now. I
Yeah,
can't. Oh, there it is. Oathstone Summoning.
yeah,
Terrible, terrible. Because now again, you high roll, you get one or two really good time warp cards in your in a tavern or two, and you're just going to dominate. And
yeah,
that's what happened to me in one of those games too. So I was just like, oh my god, you guys got to do something. You know what?
yeah,
I will wait for you to tell me when they actually put out a balance patch. Until then, I'm playing 2 games a day. I'm losing, and I'm just going back into my eugenic star rupture hole.
yeah. Like some of the new anomalies, like the two of the new anomalies are that they offer golden minions for the time warps, and they are really those ones are not good. Like they
No,
have too much impact. Like
too much
the
impact.
golden miners time warps and the golden major time warps are just like they have so much impact on the game, and it's just like, oh my god, they're so
Mm-hmm.
powerful, the goldens, and it's just like it's I don't know, it's very hard to keep up. Let's see what else, which other ones. Uh yeah, I haven't there's actually one I haven't seen yet. The all four chromium can be spent on the minor time warp, and anything on sprint
Oh,
carries the major time warp.
I got that one.
Oh, how was that one?
I'll tell you what everybody did. Nobody spent a damn thing on the minor.
Oh, really?
There's you get your normal like time warp assortment, and there's an extra card at the end that costs 0 that says save your remaining time warp, and you buy that one when you just want to be done with it.
Yeah.
And everybody on the minor time warp saved all 4 to go to the major, so they could get 2 cost cards or 2 and 2 ones. And absolutely, I think that was the game where the Felbor destroyed me.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. So that is, and you know what? It makes sense because when you think about, there's that it takes your board into account when you get certain cards on your board may prompt more likely, you get more likely to get a beast if you have beasts on the board, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's really much more important in the major time warp than it is the minor. So, half the time I roll up in a minor time warp and I'm like, this is shit. This isn't help the direction I'm looking to go at all. I'm just looking for stuff that's going to help me survive to the major anyway. So if I can save 2 to 4 chromium for the next round, I will. Unless something epic comes up in that minor time warp, but what's going to come up epic unless you're like bleeding health out and you really need to stabilize desperately. So yeah, I played that one. I was just kind of like, it power spiked hard. It power spiked hard with that major time warp.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Another new one that came out, Unforeseen Portal. Visit an extra time warp on a random turn in this game.
Haven't
This
seen that
one,
one yet.
I wish they would tell you when the random turn was. Because one game I was on like turn 10 and didn't proc yet. and then another game it procced like on turn 5 or something. I was like, what? What? We got random time warp here? Like, at least I wish it would give you an indication of what turn it would proc. Like, it's random
Right.
turn, yes, but it'll, like, give you like 6 turns. It'll tell you like 6 turns until this time warp goes off or something. Because it's just
Yeah.
like, you're waiting for this other time warp to go off, and you have no idea when it's going to go off. And it's just like, it definitely like affects how your game is. Let me see if there's anything else that's interesting. Oh, Secret of Norganon, the tier 7 one, is
Mhm.
horrendous. Oh my
Okay.
god, I played like 3 games of it, and everyone has like a billion psychices. It's just you get 10 extra armor, and tier 7 is in the game. But yeah,
Okay.
it is so bad. It was so bad. Like, I had like a 3,000 with a gold Psychus on my board. And then I played my opponent who had 3 golden Psychuses on his board. And we just triggered off each other's Psychuses, and his were bigger because he had 3 that were later. So, like, his first Psychus become, like, my Psychus triggered, so mine became like a 6,000, 6,000. Then his next one triggered, it became a 12,000, 12,000. The other Psychus triggered off that one, it became a 24,000, 24,000. Then his third
Wow.
gold one triggered, became like a 40. I'm just like, what the fuck is this
Excuse me.
game?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what the fuck is this game? I'm like, we're already the top 3 at this point, right? But I'm like, is this what this end game is supposed to look like? There's no Murlocs in this game. so we can't have poison. But I'm just like, oh my god, this is so stupid. There's so many psychuses just running around because it also had Nagas in the lobby, so it was easier
Oh,
to make additional copies of it with the tier 7 Naga. But I was just like, oh my god, this is so horrendous to play. I'm just like, oh
yeah.
god, please just take me out of this game. uh, and I was just like, it was just no fun. I was just like, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a difficult patch to play. I mean, I love the idea of inserting the new mechanics, but it feels like they play tested this over the course of a weekend while they drank themselves stupid, because there doesn't look like there's a whole lot of thought into the balance on this one, and that's really what drives me nuts. Is a patch like this, there has to be some expectation of balance, and I just don't see it.
yeah. I think like Psychus as a tier 7 should just be removed. Like it's interesting, it's a good card, but like it can't be in there in tier 7 lobbies. It's very frustrating just in general when you're playing against it in regular lobby with someone, time warps into the tier 7. But
Mm-hmm.
man, I think that card should just be removed. It just feels like such cheating.
Yeah.
It's hard to play honest games.
Or what you
Besides,
have to do is you've got to make them all proc simultaneously. At the start of combat
yeah,
for the Psychus, have to proc simultaneously so that it doesn't matter who gets to go first. I
yeah.
mean,
I mean, it also matters the positioning because I think like they
right,
go position by position, but it's just like,
right.
oh yeah. I mean that made me so mad when I seen the psychics. I'm like, this is just not fun. I thought I was cheating with the gold psychics, and then they were. Oh, I think maybe it was buddies. I can't remember. I can't remember what it was. But anyways,
Terry felt bad for exactly 5 seconds, and then he
I
saw
know.
the triple gold
Yeah,
Psychus.
I know. I was like, what the hell is happening here? But it was yeah, it was bad times. But yeah, I mean the patches out. Hopefully things get better because honestly, I'm thinking of whether or not I actually want to play another game, and I've put in like 20,000 hours playing Battlegrounds, and I don't really
Come
want to
play
play another game.
Mugenics.
I no, I took a look at Eugenics today. I saw someone else playing it today. I saw Daybreak Elemental or something playing it today. Doesn't look like a
Mm-hmm.
type of game I'd be into. I saw a new game called We Are So Cooked, which is supposed to be coming out soon. It's essentially you and your friends accidentally killed somebody, and you got to figure out a way to carry the body out of the hotel room without being detected or something.
Oh my god, that sounds oh, I see it.
It's a multiplayer game too. We are
I
so
see it.
screwed, or we're so cooked. Is that what it's
We are
called?
so cooked.
Yeah,
You and your friends are in trouble, big trouble. You've accidentally killed someone, and now you have to get rid of the evidence. It's a 1 to 4 player co op physics stealth game where the objective is simple: get the body to the exit.
yeah. I mean, this like it might be fun for like a day or two. I don't know how
Oh, I
much this is
would.
going to be,
Yeah, I mean,
but
this doesn't look like it's going to be super expensive just based on
the graphics of it and
the
everything.
way the graphics, everything. It's very cartoon like and stuff like that. But yeah, absolutely. I would definitely try that.
Yeah, I saw another game today called I think it's called Mixtape. Let's see if I can find it.
Mixtape.
I I'm not sure exactly how the gameplay is going to be. It looks like it has like a bunch of like old school '90s rock music. Also, not a party,
Mm-hmm.
but you just kind of go around like living your last night with a bunch of your friends through this game with good music and stuff, and you get to like wreak havoc as like a bunch of teenagers
Oh,
playing
things
this
are
mixtape.
exploding.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, if this is something similar to how Dispatch was, I'd be into it, but I don't know if it is. But look, I saw an ad for it. I mean, maybe this is a possibility. I play this, or I just start learning how to play like TFT or League of Legends, or okay, it's definitely not gonna be League of Legends, TFT or Balatro or Bazaar or something like.
The
I don't know.
Bazaar was a great launch. It they realized far too late that their monetization wasn't good, and so they had to get caught up, and
Yeah,
that kind of really set off the player base a little bit. So I don't know how well the Bazaar is doing now, but I did enjoy playing the Bazaar.
I mean
Um,
HMC and Benren have still been playing the Bazaar, and they said it's pretty good. But
Okay.
uh,
I know they just put out some new cards, so
yeah, but like you have to
yeah,
like
it's a
buy each
great concept.
expansion or something again, right? Is that how the monetization is now?
You know, I don't know because I haven't been in there probably in about 6 months. It was probably late last summer, early fall that I actually sat down and played the Bazaar. So I don't know. Yeah, no. So here comes HMC in your chat saying, no, you just need to buy the game. I did. I bought a founder's pass. So, it was more about like the skins and stuff, that the way they were just trying to, and the season aspect of it when it first rolled out. Maybe they've gotten better at it, but
Yeah.
I do think you would enjoy the Bazaar. I do think you would enjoy the Bazaar.
Uh, I mean, I still have. I installed the game when you got your seasons pass
Oh, that's
off your
right.
founders.
You
Yeah,
have a copy.
I
You
have a
already
copy
have
of
a
the game.
copy.
Yeah, I don't. I think I played like one game or something. Maybe not even one game. So I
I
got to see if I still
totally
have it installed.
I totally forgot that. So when they first rolled out the founders passes, they were giving out 2 codes. There's like,
Yeah.
here's one, you buy yours, and here's one for a friend. And so I went to like the group and I was like, who wants this? And nobody said a word. And Terry was like, well, if nobody else wants it, I'll take it. I'll give it a try. It's been sitting for like a year on your computer.
I
It's
don't know
right
if I
here. You have
still
to
have it
pay for it.
installed. So hopefully I don't need to like. I can actually like play it off Steam or wherever it's. I don't think I have it installed anymore.
It has its own launcher.
As his own launcher. I thought they changed it
Yeah.
because they changed it so it comes from.
Did
It went to
they?
Steam. I know
See,
they went
again,
to
this
Steam
is
after.
how I would imagine.
Yeah, I don't have
If you want to play on Steam, you have to buy it.
Yeah.
But I think, but you can play on launcher forever. See, HMC is in your chat giving us the info. Yeah, so if you still use the Tempo launcher, you can play that way. That's where your code is through. It's through the Tempo launcher.
Okay, yeah, but can I still download the launcher? Is it still available?
I would imagine.
Okay. Well, then I could just do it through there.
I think if you just go to playthebazaar.com, it'll tell you.
Yeah, I'm looking right now to see if I can actually still get the game. All I see is buy the bazaar, but let's see where it takes me. Oh, it's only $10.
Yeah, there's a button that says login/download. I think if you log in there, you should be fine. Top right.
What might possibly be my login? It's only been a year. It's only been a year.
It's only been a year. But yeah, I mean, if you played it to HMC's point in chat, if you tried it just once or twice back then, you had to make a Tempo Storm account. Yeah. So you just got to figure out what your username and password is, and you'd be good to go.
Let's see. I requested a forgot password, so hopefully it works. I'm pretty sure I created a Tempo Storm account.
You would have had to if you tried it. They won't let you launch the game without it.
Yeah.
You can launch the game, but you can't get past the first screen. So you had to make an account if you tried it. Even if you played one game, you had to.
Hopefully I didn't. I think I played one game.
I mean, worst case scenario, if you really want, I'll give you my credentials. You can play it. You can change my screen name and go ahead and play, because it's still a legal copy. So
yeah. Let's see if I.
But I'll look forward to seeing that stream. I would look forward to seeing Terry Plays the Bazaar stream.
Maybe. I mean, we'll see how frustrated I get with this the BG patch and see if it comes up.
Do the install so you're ready to roll. That's all.
I know. That's what I gotta do. I think just in case to see if it shows up somewhere. I don't see a login anywhere. No, maybe it's
on their website.
Maybe I have. Maybe no. I see the website. I'm trying to do the forgot password. I don't know. Oh, here it goes. I found it. Reset my password. Okay. I didn't know what email address I had to associate it with, which is always the problem because I have so many email addresses.
I hear that. I
need to have enough burners so if I ever need some extra Google Drive space, I have space or Google Doc space.
There you go.
But anyways, I think we've done enough of shitting on Blizzard today for one pod episode.
It's just so disappointing.
It is. I mean, only 2 more months until end of season, and hopefully they figure out a way to make it better.
You know what? If they're putting this much effort into the Cataclysm expansion, usually like the next season of Battlegrounds follows the most recent expansion, we might get a really interesting next season. But right now, there's just nothing enjoyable about BG. So the Bazaar and Mutagenics and Star Rupture it is.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I can actually get into it. How do I download the damn game now? I see
Well,
my.
let's close out the episode and then worry about that.
No, I'm trying to promote people to go play the Bazaar by showing how easy it is to download this game. Even though I can't figure out, how to do it.
In the top right, if you're logged in, it doesn't have a download button.
No, it says recent purchases. It says no purchases display. Should be weird. It just says buy the Bazaar.
All right.
Anyway, I'll figure it out later. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it
out. Like, I'm sure I have the code you sent me at some point, which I definitely redeemed. So I'm sure I just got to figure out how to get the downloader. Yeah. So, but anyways, thank you everyone for watching this week's episode. If you enjoy us shitting on Blizzard and other things, please hit a like and subscribe and leave a comment about how you wish Blizzard would be better and how you're not a standard player and actually have no excitement for this, the 30th anniversary. Oh, that was supposed to bring so much excitement to the game. But like and subscribe and do all those sort of things. And we will see you all next week. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye, everybody.